All right, Aries, let's get into your reading. All right, the energy coming through for you today is this, and it landed with some serious intensity. There is a person circling your life right now, and they cannot stop thinking about you. They are frustrated with you, irritated on a deep level because you seem unbothered by their presence. You walk through your day calm and collected while they are drowning in thoughts of your face. The more you pull away from them, the harder they chase, and it is eating them alive. What really torments them, and I mean this, is that you carry yourself like none of it matters. They want your full attention. They crave your energy, and you refuse to give them a single thing. This person is not used to being ignored, and your silence is making them absolutely reckless. Their pride has taken a real hit here, a deep blow, and they cannot process your indifference. On top of everything, there is a raw physical attraction involved, and it consumes them every waking moment. They look at you and lose their composure because what they feel goes well beyond emotional connection. The tension between you two is thick, undeniable, and it shows in every glance they steal from you. You might not even realize the effect you have, but every move you make is being watched. The attraction runs so deep and so constant that they picture you in ways they would never admit. Their desire for you, raw and overwhelming, sits at a level that catches even them off guard. It is not casual interest, not surface level infatuation. It is an ache they carry every single day. Let us come in close today because what the cards are confirming goes beyond what you might expect. Our first card is the Knight of Wands, and this one screams raw pursuit and heated obsession. The Knight of Wands does not hesitate or overthink. This card moves with bold and reckless energy. This person is charging toward you with fire in their veins, and nothing on earth slows them down. What the Knight reveals in its rawest form is that their anger at your distance fuels everything. They cannot sit still knowing you exist out there, and every dismissal from you sharpens their focus. The rejection makes them hungrier, and I know that sounds intense, but the cards do not sugarcoat this. The second card showing up is the Emperor, and this shifts the energy into control and dominance. The Emperor carries weight and authority in every spread, but around you, this person crumbles into nothing. You have stripped away their usual cool exterior, their practiced calm, and left them exposed and confused. This person usually holds the upper hand in every single room, but your indifference shattered that completely. Their ego is bruised, their confidence rattled, and the worst part is they cannot even blame you. They keep circling back, replaying your interactions, trying to figure out how you stripped their power away. Nothing rattles them the way you do, and that frustration, mixed with desire, is what haunts them nightly. The third card coming through is the Ace of Cups, and this confirms deep, unfiltered emotion. The Ace of Cups carries pure feeling, raw desire, and a connection that overwhelms all of their senses. This card does not appear in a reading unless the attraction runs deep, and I mean bone deep. The raw emotion pouring from this card, the vulnerability it holds, speaks to what they feel for you. Beneath all their frustration, beneath the anger and the distance, sits an intense longing they cannot name. They want more than your time or your attention. They want every single part of you physically. That craving has built quietly over weeks, over months, and now it has reached a true breaking point. This person pictures intimate moments with you that they guard fiercely, because admitting it terrifies them completely. They replay your voice in their head, your laugh, your presence, and it consumes their quiet moments. The ace confirms their body reacts to you, their thoughts revolve around you, and it never fades. Every interaction with you, no matter how brief or small, leaves a mark on them they cannot shake. Everything in this spread confirms exactly why this message reached you, and none of it is coincidence. The cards show a person burning from the inside, frustrated by your calm and aching for closeness. This energy is undeniable, the frustration is real, and their obsession with you is only getting stronger. Now, let us go deeper into this, because the energy on your side needs to be addressed. You have been carrying something heavy lately, a quiet weight, and you told no one about it. Part of you sensed this connection before clicking on this reading, and that is no accident at all. Your spirit recognized something familiar in this energy, something magnetic, and it pulled you toward this moment. You catch yourself drifting at the strangest moments, and then you shove it all back down inside. Your guard is up, your walls are built high, and you placed every brick there on purpose. The truth is that you are protecting yourself, guarding your energy, because you have been deeply burned. You learned the hard way that open hearts get damaged, and you decided yours would stay locked. You remember what it felt like to pour everything out, to give fully, and receive nothing back. That memory sits in your chest like a bruise, tender and sharp, and it shapes every move. You made a vow to yourself, never again that kind of pain, and you kept that promise. You built those walls with intention, with purpose, and you reinforced them every time you felt something. Our first card on your side is the Page of Swords, and it speaks to your mental state. The Page of Swords reveals a mind that never rests, always scanning, always dissecting every single detail. You overthink every interaction, every text, every silence, because you refuse to be blindsided ever again. Every red flag gets magnified. Every hesitation gets studied, because your survival instinct runs the entire show. Your intellect has taken the wheel, and it drives past every feeling before you can name it. You trained yourself to observe first, to feel later, to question before you trust, and it drains you. The mental noise never quiets, the doubt never fully leaves, and all you want is stillness. You crave clarity but cannot find it, because the answers you seek are buried under layers of fear. The next card appearing is the High Priestess, and she cuts into your intuition and inner knowing. The High Priestess does not shout, she whispers, and you have been hearing her whispers for months. Deep down, you already sense the truth about this connection, but admitting it means dropping every wall. You know more than you let on. You feel more than you reveal, and that gap exhausts you. What the High Priestess holds, beneath your practiced calm, is a well of feeling you keep sealed. Your intuition has been nudging you, tapping at your ribs, and you keep inventing reasons to look away. You have mastered appearing unbothered, cool and detached, but inside you are anything but settled or calm. You perform ease like a second language, fluent and polished, but the translation costs you everything inside. There are nights the longing catches you, quiet and sudden, and you never know what to do. Your body holds tension you refuse to acknowledge, and your jaw clenches around words you will not speak. You swallow emotions whole, bury them beneath routine, and pretend the ache in your chest means nothing. The numbness feels like protection, like a blanket you wrap around yourself, but underneath it, you are trembling. The final card on your side is the Four of Cups, and this confirms your emotional withdrawal. The Four of Cups finds you with your guard locked, arms folded, refusing what stands before you. You convinced yourself that staying sealed off is safer, that numbness beats heartbreak every single time. You watch opportunities for connection pass right by, and you let them go because safety matters more. What this card mirrors back to you, with striking honesty, is your own deep fear of vulnerability. Your emotions are not gone, they are just buried, pressed so deep you forgot where you put them. You want warmth, you crave closeness and real intimacy, but the risk of breaking again freezes you. Your heart and your mind are at war, and neither one wins because you refuse to choose. You are exhausted from holding it together, from smiling through tension and pretending that you feel fine. The exhaustion you carry is real, the confusion runs deep, and none of it makes you weak. You deserve to be matched with the same fierce energy you give, and you sense that deeply. What the cards reveal on your side is a soul torn between guarding itself and reaching forward. You are not cold or indifferent. You are a heart that learned to guard itself too well. Okay, let us see what the cards are showing, because their side tells a very different story. This person is not as put together as they pretend to be, and the cracks show everywhere. Behind the confidence they project, behind their practiced exterior, there is a storm tearing through their mind. The internal debate never rests. It cycles through their thoughts, like a loop that refuses to break. One part of them wants to surrender fully, and the other part screams at them to stay guarded. Their pride keeps getting in the way, building barriers they do not even realize they are constructing. They rehearse conversations in their head at night, revise every word, and then say none of it. They compose entire speeches in their imagination, passionate and raw, and then bury every single one. Fear is running this person at this very moment. Pure, unfiltered fear, and it colors every single thought. They are terrified of being rejected, terrified of being exposed, and that terror keeps them paralyzed. What haunts them most, what truly unsettles them, is the thought of their feelings being dismissed. The weight of unspoken truth presses on their ribs, heavy and constant, and they carry it alone. Our first card on their side is the Moon, and this confirms the confusion inside their world. The Moon speaks to illusion, hidden fears, and the kind of doubt that distorts everything it touches. Trust has never come easy for them, because what they feel frightens them down to their very core. They question their own emotions constantly, silently wondering if what they experience is real or just obsession. The Moon reveals a mind lost in fog, circling the same thoughts without ever finding solid ground. Their feelings terrify them because nothing in their past ever prepared them for this kind of emotional weight. They second guess themselves 100 times a day, and the exhaustion of it dulls their spirit. Every quiet moment becomes a battlefield. Every sleepless night adds another layer of confusion to the pile. The next card is the Six of Swords, and this shows the mental burden they carry silently. The Six of Swords holds heavy thoughts, unresolved tension, and a desperate need to find some peace. They have tried to rationalize their way out of what they feel, and it has not worked. They attempted to detach mentally, to convince themselves they do not care, but the weight never lifts. They built an entire case in their head for why this cannot work, and none of it holds. What the Six of Swords exposes at its core is that logic cannot overpower their heart. Their mind keeps trying to outrun their emotions, but every road leads back to the same aching place. The effort to detach, to separate from what they feel, has only deepened the ache inside them. They lie awake, replaying moments, dissecting glances, and torturing themselves with every unanswered question in their head. The final card is the Queen of Cups, and this cuts straight into their emotional depth. The Queen of Cups holds immense feeling, deep sensitivity, and a heart that absorbs everything around it. This person feels at a level most would not understand, and they have always been this way. Their emotions do not arrive in small doses. They crash in waves, and right now they are drowning. What the Queen of Cups confirms without any question is that beneath their armor lives a tender heart. They absorb energy from every interaction, carry it everywhere, and it weighs on their chest without relief. They feel everything with such force, such overwhelming power, that they sometimes forget how to breathe. This person is not heartless. They are overwhelmed, flooded with feeling, and terrified of being seen that way. The mask they wear is heavy, cracking at the edges, and maintaining it costs them more each day. They guard vulnerability with distance, with humor, with silence, and none of it quiets what brews inside. Their silence is not calm. It is a controlled explosion waiting to happen, and they know it fully. Everything the cards show on their side, without exception, confirms a person at war with their own truth. They are crumbling beneath a surface they fight to keep intact, and the fractures are spreading fast. What lives inside this person, beneath all the noise, is a tidal wave pressing against cracked walls. This person is consumed, conflicted, and overwhelmed, and every card on their side proves it without doubt. So let us go ahead and get into it, because this person is about to make a move. The waiting is over for them, the hesitation is ending, and what comes next is real action. They have spent too long sitting in their own head, and now their body is catching up. The transition from thought to action is happening, and the cards show it accelerating with each passing day. This person is done thinking in circles, done arguing with themselves, and they are ready to act. Something snapped inside them recently. A breaking point was hit, and it changed how they operate. They are no longer content with watching from a distance, and they have decided to close the gap. Their behavior is about to shift noticeably, and the people around them will see the difference immediately. The restless energy that kept them frozen has transformed into fuel, and they are burning through it fast. Expect a message, a call, or an unexpected appearance, because this person is preparing to reach out. They are gathering their nerve, planning their approach, and it could happen sooner than you expect. The days of sitting back and hoping are finished for them, and forward motion has already begun. The internal switch has flipped, the debate is settled, and now everything points in one direction only. Our first card on the action side is the Eight of Wands, and this is pure momentum. The Eight of Wands is one of the fastest cards in the deck, and it signals rapid movement. When this card lands in a reading, things accelerate, messages fly, and situations shift almost overnight. Plans that were loose, unformed, are now locking into place, and they are moving with real purpose. This person is about to come at you with speed, with intention, and with zero hesitation at all. The window for doubt has closed on their end, and what replaces it is pure calculated intention. The Eight of Wands confirms that communication is incoming, whether through a text, a call, or a visit. They are not going to wait for the perfect moment, because the urgency inside them has boiled over. There is a timeline forming, and what the cards show is that it unfolds within days, not weeks. Their decision is already made. The only thing left is the execution, and that is coming fast. They stopped asking themselves whether to act, whether to wait, and started asking how and when to strike. Do not be surprised if they show up where you least expect, because that is exactly their plan. Every detail has been considered, every scenario played out, and now the only step left is showing up. The second card is the Chariot, and this confirms unstoppable forward drive and determined pursuit. The Chariot does not ask for permission, it charges ahead, and this person carries that same exact energy. They have made their choice, they have picked their direction, and nothing is going to slow them down. The Chariot shows a person locked onto a target, focused and deliberate, and that target is you. Their approach will not be subtle, it will not be gentle, it will be bold and unmistakable. You will know exactly where you stand with them, because they are done playing it safe and distant. What the Chariot confirms, in its most direct form, is that retreat is no longer on their table. They crossed a line internally, one they cannot uncross, and now they are moving without looking back. The Chariot also signals that obstacles will be pushed aside, excuses dropped, and pride set down completely. They are shedding everything that held them in place and stepping forward without a safety net beneath them. The conversation they initiate will carry weight, substance, and a directness you have not seen from them. Every card in the action position confirms, without question, that this person is shifting into direct pursuit. The energy has tipped, the balance has broken, and what was once hesitation is now full momentum. What once looked like stillness was actually strategy, and that strategy has now shifted into full execution mode. They are no longer rehearsing, no longer planning. They are in motion, and the direction is locked. The distance they kept was never permanent. It was a runway, and now they are taking off. They are coming for you, and when they arrive, you will feel the weight of everything they carry. This person is no longer background noise. They are about to become a real presence in your life. The action is set, the wheels are turning, and this reading confirms that movement is already underway. Now come in close, because what the cards reveal next is the part they will never say. This person carries confessions inside them that have never touched the air, and they weigh a ton. There are words trapped in their throat, rehearsed 1,000 times, but they have never been spoken. The silence they keep is not emptiness, it is fullness, packed with truths they do not dare release. What they bury underneath everything, what they refuse to name, is a desire so raw it scares them. They want you in ways that go beyond what polite conversation allows, and they know it fully. The desire is not some passing curiosity. It is an anchor lodged deep in their chest, pulling constantly. The physical pull is constant, relentless, and they lose focus throughout their day because of it. The longing is not abstract. It is specific and detailed, and it plays on repeat inside their mind. They imagine your closeness, your warmth against them, your voice saying things only they get to hear. They dream of your hands, your attention, the undivided presence of you, and nothing else compares. The scenes they construct in their mind are vivid, intimate, and charged with a hunger they cannot name. This person fantasizes about a life with you, not as a visitor, but as something permanent and real. Our first card in the confession space is the Devil, and this one exposes their deepest cravings. The Devil is not subtle. It is obsession laid bare, and it reveals what they refuse to admit. This card confirms that their attraction to you, fierce and undeniable, has crossed into territory they cannot contain. They have tried to redirect this obsession, to point it somewhere safer, and every attempt has collapsed. The Devil shows them chained to a feeling, willingly bound, and secretly hoping the chain never breaks. They do not want freedom from this. That is the confession. They want to be consumed by it. Their thoughts about you have a heat to them, an intensity, and they guard those thoughts like secrets. What the Devil lays open, without mercy or filter, is that they crave you on every possible level. Emotionally, mentally, physically, this person wants all of it, and the confession sits heavy on their tongue. The words they swallow are not small, they are declarations, and the weight of them bends their posture. They tried to talk themselves out of this craving, bargained with logic, and failed every single time. The craving always returns, sharper than before, and each time it arrives, it demands more of their surrender. The second card is the Nine of Cups, and this is the wish card, the secret prayer. The Nine of Cups reveals what this person wants most, the outcome they dream about but never voice. When this card appears in the hidden position, it means the wish runs deep, real, and absolute. Their hidden wish is painfully tender, almost too raw to name, and it is to be fully chosen. They want to hear you say their name like it matters, like it carries weight in your mouth. What the Nine of Cups holds, at its most vulnerable center, is the prayer of being fully wanted. They picture waking up beside you, tangled and close, and that image has become their quiet obsession. They memorized your laugh, the tilt of your head, and the exact way you hold a silence. They want lazy mornings, deep conversations, skin against skin, and a connection no one else can touch. The intimacy they crave is not just physical, it is total. Every part of you woven into them. The confession buried deepest, the one they will not say out loud, is that they are already yours. In their mind, the decision was made long ago, and every day since has been spent pretending otherwise. They catch themselves on the edge of confessing, then pull back hard before the words can escape. They belong to you in a way they cannot undo, and that truth terrifies them beyond measure. They have given you their heart in secret, without your knowledge, and they cannot take it back. The surrender happened quietly, without ceremony or announcement, and now they exist in the aftermath of it. Every card in this position confirms that what this person hides is far deeper than what they show. The confessions are real, the desire is overwhelming, and they carry it all behind a mask of composure. What they carry in silence speaks volumes, and every unspoken word pulses with a need they cannot quiet. This person is yours in ways they have not spoken, and the silence is louder than any words. Okay, let us go ahead and dive into this because the near future holds something significant for you. What is heading toward you in the weeks ahead is a shift you will feel on every level. This person is going to break their silence, and when they do, it will shift everything between you. The distance that has separated you both is collapsing, and the cards confirm a collision is near. The universe has been orchestrating this reconnection, and the timing is aligning faster than you expected. Our first card for the near future is the Star, and this brings hope, healing, and alignment. The Star is one of the most beautiful cards in the entire deck, and it signals renewal ahead. After all the confusion, the tension, and the silence, the Star promises that clarity is finally arriving. The Star shows that the storm is passing, the fog is lifting, and real light is breaking through. The Star points to a breakthrough, not a breakdown, and the energy surrounding you reflects that shift. What the Star brings into your very near future is a moment of truth that cannot be avoided. The connection between you two is not ending, it is entering a new chapter, one built on honesty. The vulnerability that has been missing, the openness that was blocked, is about to break through the surface. The second card is the Ten of Cups, and this is the fulfillment card, the emotional arrival. The Ten of Cups represents the kind of happiness that is lasting, grounded, and shared between two people. The energy between you is not fading, it is maturing, and the cards confirm it is becoming real. This card in the future position confirms with full weight that what is building has potential to last. The near future is not more confusion, not more waiting. It is resolution and movement toward each other. What awaits you on the other side of this tension is a connection that breathes without restriction. My advice to you through this reading is to stay open, stay patient, and trust what you feel. Do not close the door before they have a chance to walk through it, because they are coming. Your guard has served you well. It protected you faithfully. But now it is safe to soften. You have earned the right to receive, to be pursued, and to finally let your guard come down. Let them come to you. Let them speak. And when they do, listen with your full presence. You do not have to make it easy for them, but leave room for the truth to land. Receiving is not weakness, it is courage. And the cards are asking you to practice it now. Trust the timing of this, trust your instincts, and know that what is yours cannot pass you by. The best thing you can do right now is stay grounded in your value and let them come. The message today was clear. This person will chase you because your calm drives them absolutely wild. They are frustrated, burning with desire, and desperate to see every part of you they have been denied. Your indifference lit a fire in them, and that fire has only grown with every moment of distance. That message rang true from the first card to the very last, and it only grew stronger. The Knight of Wands confirmed pursuit, the Emperor confirmed your power, and the Ace of Cups showed desire. The Page of Swords showed your guarded mind, the High Priestess confirmed your intuition knew the truth. The Four of Cups showed your walls, the Moon exposed their confusion, the Six of Swords held burden. The Queen of Cups confirmed their depth, the Eight of Wands brought speed, and the Chariot locked direction. The Devil exposed the obsession, the Nine of Cups held the secret wish, and the Star brought hope. The Ten of Cups closed this reading with fulfillment, emotional arrival, and a future built on real connection. This reading was heavy, it was raw, and every single card showed up with purpose and precision. Not one card was out of place, and together they told a story that belongs only to you. You are loved more than you know, wanted more than you believe, and this connection is not over. Whatever comes next in this connection, know that the cards stood behind you throughout this entire reading. This person is going to break their silence, and when they do, it will shift everything between you. The distance that has separated you both is collapsing, and the cards confirm a collision is near. The universe has been orchestrating this reconnection, and the timing is aligning faster than you expected. Our first card for the near future is the Star, and this brings hope, healing, and alignment. The Star is one of the most beautiful cards in the entire deck, and it signals renewal ahead. After all the confusion, the tension, and the silence, the Star promises that clarity is finally